Minimum item level Titan hard.
All right, let me check. Oh, I just got a notification on Mixer.
I still don't have a notification. Oh wait, yeah, I do. Now I do.
I don't have I don't have one for YouTube yet.
On
so.
YouTube, yeah, I just got it.
Live now.
Someone said the main character of WoW is the world.
Hey Chris, just move around a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I saw in the thing. Yeah.
Okay, now I see that it's like it's there.
Yeah, it's a lot better. Like I think it's Discord. It's Discord. Because I was getting like major screen tearing.
Hey, Richard.
Hey, Richard.
Hey, well.
Yeah, we were trying out, and Richard, just so you know, we were trying out the Go Live feature on Discord, and I was getting some major screen tearing. We were just testing it out, in case you didn't know. Yeah, it was a lot bad. It was bad.
Well, I guess that's part of the thing where they're like, you know, we got to go and sort out the bugs as we're rolling it out to people.
It's probably a latency issue.
I love this one. Oh.
Which one are you doing?
Gordon.
Oh man, this is just like a massacre of tests.
Yeah.
Thornton's not bad, but that one's not my favorite. Favorite still so far, I think, out of the primals is Shinryu.
See, I like this one and Nidhogg, and also, I guess Shinryu a little bit, but not as much as Nidhogg.
That one is
Oh
good.
yeah, that's so good.
See, for me, the big thing for me with 14 so far has been the music. If a fight is got really good music, I can really enjoy the fight. So, Nidhogg was a lot of fun with the dragon song and then all that at the end, and then the final boss to Shadowbringers. That was fun. That was really good. The way they remixed the fight song there. Sorry, I'm just exploring the Dreaming City.
On Mixer, Dreaming City is freaking cool. Mixer's giving me some kind of weird random lag, but on YouTube it's running smooth. I know.
That's so weird. I still get to try ice cream now, Mixer.
What is that? You need a spread when you get those chains. And just dodge the rest of the stuff. And if anybody you can hit, burn them down. But it's like, yeah, it's like this fight like is 3 minutes, 5 minutes with the animation. So.
Yeah, no, if you can get it, you can probably burn them, but the game obviously will not let you because there has to be a phase transition.
Yep.
I've actually burned
so
them.
close. He gets so close.
I've actually burned them.
Really?
Really?
Before he does his like all knights of the realm and whatnot. Wow.
I got him down to 6% on my Gunbreaker.
It might. Yeah, it might have been like the phase transition was just. I might not be remembering it, but it was like I can't remember why I was able to. I think I did it under.
You did it for the challenge. See if you can do it. What I usually do.
Challenge? What challenge? I was level 70 doing how it should be. Balance.
balance.
Forward.
And again, in old content, like I remember when that content first came out, like you got to it and we were like, rip. Because you gotta remember, in Heavensward, like when that fight first came out, you had no level 60 gear.
No, you had 58, 59, whatever it was.
59.
Alright.
I don't know. I mean, back in not back, back there when Shadowbringers did the final dungeon there. I'm not sure if I can say anything if you got spoilers or anything, but. Alright, Amaro.
Yeah,
Amaro.
you're good.
Exercising
they're in
runs are
Amaro,
also great, so if we do one more trials, I might be able to get a level up.
But with Amaro there, it gave you 80 gear. Same with Mount Gulg.
Well, Mount Gold gave you 79.
And
you
80.
could've- Not Mount Gold.
Mount Gulg's 80.
No, it's
not.
79.
It's 79.
Mount
Is
Gold
it?
is 79, and then Innocence is right after. It's also 79. But you can go in at level 80.
Yeah, I'm being dumb. Sorry.
But at
okay.
the same time, you got a full set of level 80 gear for at least your left side, which are your primary, like, that's where all your stats are, is your left side, before you got to Amaranth.
Theoretically.
No,
You
it
did all
wasn't
the
a
side
theory.
quests.
No, you had to get that 80 left side. to
Oh
do
wait, yeah,
Amaranth.
because it's your weathered gear.
You had to get your weathered gear, your level 80 gear. You had to. It would not even let you go past that into Amaranth.
Even then, you still have to go and get your role quest done in order to even
Yeah.
get your 80 content. Because I think it's down when you're in the ocean
Yeah,
when you meet
mandatory.
Geralt
Geralt.
or the whatever
It's Geralt. It's Geralt. It's Geralt. It's Geralt.
It's not Geralt. It's whatever his first version is, though.
Yeah, it's Geralt. Yeah, but
Chris, what does the role waiting list number say for you? It says 12 for me. I'm offended. Why are we not getting insta-queue?
It probably needs healers.
It just hasn't updated itself.
What the frick?
Rip
Why?
tanks, rip healers.
It's been doing this to me for the last 5 days.
Normal range is tank though.
Yeah, but you queue in his tank and you're on a 5 or 10 minute wait.
I didn't learn how to tank for these wait times. I think they should just get rid of matchmaking altogether. Bring back shouting in in cities.
Hey,
'Cause
how do you
why
know
not?
you're not gonna have a situation like Anthem here? You're gonna try and get into it and you keep getting blocked and blocked and blocked and blocked and blocked and blocked.
While waiting in queue. That's what we did. Chris and I, that's what we said. I was like, even with Anthem, within whatever, it's like, all right, well, we're live and we're gonna we'll do something else. And inevitably, people will come in and be like, who don't know the channel, they're like, oh, you're just trying to use this game to get high in the YouTube search things, and then you're gonna play another game. I'm like, well, it was that, or you can look at my face just clicking a button. I'm like, that's happening. and if it goes in, then I'll switch over. Like,
Did you guys do the Rising event yet?
yeah, I
Yeah.
did. I got the Let's Play done over up on the Play channel.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not promoting it. I got. That's gonna be neat in the fact that you got people oh, work the games they're actually in this zone. Go murder them. Go murder them.
I'm
Anything.
looking forward to getting ganked.
Well, so I got my 3
You're
characters
looking
created.
forward to it.
Yeah, that was the good old days. I remember getting ganked by rogues every time.
Ninja vanish.
Yeah, you
Coward.
always look for solo
Fight me.
adventures.
Fight me.
Okay, so there's a lost sector down this way.
Oh, Chris, you're gonna be by yourself in the beginning now.
Harold, Brian? Harold? Herod? Something like that.
Cool.
Oh yeah, if you can't find the server, if you can't find the servers and you're from the UK, then you literally have to subscribe, but with you from in a different way through the US site instead. It's kind of awkward.
Yeah, it sounds awkward.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if it's going to let me fire this up now.
There we are. Boom.
Unable to connect to the web server IIS Express.
Of course it goes off when I'm changing areas.
Of course, always. Never change an area while you're waiting in queue. It always comes off then.
Yeah. Or you know, you're out in the world doing some fates, and it's like you're in the middle of combat. Damn. Why now?
Yeah.
Why 14? Why do
It's
you betray
rare
my
when
trust?
you come back and then the face still going on. Why?
Have fun getting knocked off.
Eden Titan or Titan Titan?
Titan hard.
Oh, that's not bad.
No. Okay. Did you play during 2.0 like originally, or I think it was up to 2.3 when they finally fixed it?
I don't think they ever fixed it. I think it was just fixed by gear.
Yeah. Titan Hard was literally until like 2.3 the hardest fight. And the only reason why 2.3 was when it became not the hardest fight was because that was when they released King 9.
Oh,
Yeah.
T9 is so hard.
Oh. It's still hard. You
It's
can
fun.
undersize.
It's fun.
It's
It's all
fun.
yeah, you can do it.
Undersized. Yeah, undersized. You've got to have at least 3 people. At
Yeah.
least.
And
to have a
even with
chance.
3. Even
You
with
still-
3.
You need
still
4
gotta be
because then you gotta have that. You've got to have 4 because you got to do that. The fire and ice mechanic or lightning and something. That
Well,
mechanic you
yeah.
have to have 4.
The main reason
Otherwise,
why
You gotta be smart.
you gotta be even with 3 you gotta be careful is because if you push the DPS, he will literally stack mechanics on top.
Mhm.
He'll throw out like 3 mechanics. Yeah.
The rocks.
Oh. Anything. The line, the ring, any of that, because it's like the latency was horrible. The latency
Oh, I don't
on
know how
PS3 was.
I don't know if you guys have seen like the specs that speakers put out there for the PS3, but they had less RAM than a freaking smartphone of all things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
the
the main thing though, the PS3, the RAM was actually bad, but if more people could have actually dealt with the architecture, it had more available RAM. But the architecture was so weird with the PS3, it had like twice as much of something as like what the PS4 had. But only like a third of it was available. Yeah, it was, yeah. Mhm. Yeah, it was.
All right, we got somebody coming in and being like, wait a minute, this isn't WoW Classic. Like, it's not live. the title changes also don't usually get reflected, so YouTube isn't the best when it comes down to it. It's like, okay.
I love it how we were talking about the PS3 and then all of a sudden Lodestone comes out with like PS4 technical difficulties again.
So this is looking. I just looked this up. So this is with the 60 gigabyte.
Yeah, rather than watch just Chris's face or something like that, it's like, well,
It had.
let's play a game.
It had an RSF GPU, which was really weird at the time. But it used a Cell broadband engine for its CPU. It literally just used a cell phone CPU.
Holy crap! I have a lot of these. Holy crap! I have a lot of these.
Okay.
Were they?
Mm-hmm. The landslides were just like everything, and it wasn't just because of the PS3 limitations. The PS3 did hurt, but the other problem was the servers were literally trash.
Yeah, buddy. Now watch this. When I give this person the player, come right there.
I usually get mine to the DPS.
Well, the
Yeah.
thing is, though,
Yeah,
it's
it can.
exercising the right. It's once you give enough player combinations, it gives you EXP.
Yeah, 5 com. Yeah, it's.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Which means now I can pretty much go and do the next quest, which is gonna be for me doing Don Meg.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeet!
You know, except for the it's and do you use trust or are you gonna use pug?
I mean, if you guys want to come in and help me out, that'd be fine, but...
I'm on Primal Exodus, and I think you guys are on Ether.
Yeah, I'm on, I play mostly on Fairy, but if you guys want to help me out with Don Meg when I unlock it, which is gonna be like the next quest for me, so...
I'd love to, but I'm on the wrong
Primal.
data center.
You guys hear that that we might be closer to cross data center matching than we?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, buddy.
That has me actually really excited.
Yeah.
Also, Chris, can you withdraw from the duty for a second so I can just get that unlocked? Thank you. Okay. Now then.
I've only got a tank that I could run.
Oh no.
Yeah, I only have my tanks. I dropped my red mage. I dropped my red mage for Gunbreaker. No, I did the entire thing with trusts, except for like the trials. Heck, my first Titania run there. There was one guy in the entire thing that had done it before, and we kept failing on the DPS check where you have the 3 big guys. And so we found out that the best way to do it is to have one of the AoE, either one of the single AoE or the big AoE, circular AoE level 3 limit breaks, and have them shoot it off. Try and get as many of them as they can in the circle. And then just go clockwork around it, starting with Mustard, ending with Puck.
You want to kill Puck second. You want to kill Mustard first.
Just waiting,
Yeah,
guys.
Mustard, Peasel Bottom, and then Puck. That's the circle that I've been doing, and it seems to always work. At least when they're really, really huge, because no matter what, they still throw out their AoEs and crap. I think it just does less damage if you kill them. I haven't looked into it.
Well, no, it's the reason why you want to kill Mustard first is because he has a mechanic that if you don't kill him, he will literally insta-wipe.
Oh, yeah, that's why he's the first one.
Yeah, it's like as long as you kill Mustard first, just kill Mustard first.
But no, I was having a blast with Titania and all that. Going through Innocence for the first. Innocence was. I pretty much got Innocence's entire mechanic system down within the first telegraph. I'm like, really? This is it? It's just go in a circle, stand here, move to the left like five inches, stand there, and then just repeat that. Oh, the arrows wasn't that bad. Okay.
No?
No, the arrows weren't. No, it was. Yeah, Innocence was not bad. Hades was really fun. I really like Hades was also really simple too.
Discovery
It
and
was also
Scatter.
visually impressive and all that. It was
Oh, and then the music for it, having that first half of the Shadowbringers theme playing in the first phase.
mm-hmm.
The second phase, they could have done the music a little differently. I'd hope for something more epic, kind of like Stormblood did with Triumph.
Mm-hmm.
I was there when she did it, yeah.
No. Yes. Yeah. Well, it's funny because I was sitting there with my buddies and I was going through it and I'm like, it's the axe. Pull out the axe. Do the axe. Come on, make it the axe. Make it the axe. And I was screaming at it to make sure it was the axe. Well, I'm talking about the bit when he's got the axe of light and he tosses at Adam. That's where I was like, it's got to be the axe. Go with the axe. Yeah. And then Ardbort's voice comes out of our mouths. That's so it's unique. It's so cool to see your character finally speak, even though it's Ardbert. But now we're what, 1/9? Not 1/9 of a soul, 1/8?
1/9.
Shards of the
You gotta
source.
think there were 14 shards originally, and the rejoinings has happened 7 times. We've had 7 Umbral calamities.
But they screwed up on the 13th.
Yeah, so
No.
the fact that they messed up on the 13th, they have to have a plan to figure and fix that out. Otherwise, they'd only get to 13 to 14, and then why do anything after that if you messed up the first one? So they've got to have some idea of how to.
Well, they only need to do what is it? 8?
Hell yeah, we are.
Well, once we kill Elizabeth, there can't
There's
be
other
more
Ascians,
Ascians.
but these are the ones that actually remember.
Yeah, they remember.
Yeah,
they're
and
the
remember,
only ones.
Emmett was like, I just go around and I woke them up, brought them back to where they were, but they're still
Yeah.
just portions of themselves. And if you remember back in 2.0, like there was that cutscene where there were like what looked like hundreds of them sitting in that one room with Elidibus at the head of it, and La Habrea right beside him.
This is the problem. Only the ones that can remember can waken up. Only the ones that can, not the awoken ones. We'll call it
From
awoken.
when?
That was literally how they said it in the dialogue. It was like only the 3 prime Ascians can wake up the other Ascians.
But we already met a Prime Ascian, remember? When La Habrea and Stigorium?
Yeah, but La Habrea is a prime Ascian. They're one of the ones that still remember the sword.
I'm rebooting.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what,
rebooting.
from what I understand.
Yeah, and then, well, now we also have to worry about the fact that, you know, La Habrea is gone, Emmett Selk's gone, and then only one left is now Elidibus.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And
once
technically, if we kill Elidibus, we commit a crime, but, who cares?
What, genocide?
No. Elidibus is an emissary. Elidibus wears white. in most cultures, killing an emissary of any sort is considered a high crime.
So what? 14's gonna get into big crap from
I'm
the
messing. I'm messing. But yeah, that's. Who knows what they're gonna do? Like, I hope we can kill a little bit. Like, we're gonna kill a little bit this expansion because they said that the entire Zodiac Hydaelyn arc is over this expansion.
Really?
They said that. Like, this is the conclusion of the Zodiac arc.
So then what's gonna happen after this?
True.
So does
I
anybody
just
want to
think-
join me for Dull Meg? Otherwise, I'm just gonna. Yeah.
I cannot join
Okay.
you. I'm on the wrong data center.
I cannot join you. I'm not logging in until tomorrow.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
It's like I'm really calling nightmare.
Okay. If you want though, Chris. You can join me for Titania because that's gonna be soon after that, right?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
like right after it,
Okay.
for all intents and purposes. You gotta.
Uh.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, because you've got to do Dawn Meg, and then after Dawn Meg, you got to go do the New Mao and the.
Yeah.
It's
the
not that
birds.
much further. It's not that much further though. It's like
Yeah.
it's just.
It's the
just
next
quest.
thing. It's the
just
next.
quest.
He
Yeah.
can answer.
Well, I mean, hey, if you guys still want to see it, my screen share is still up on Discord, so you can see it.
Yeah. Whoa, Kaz, thank you. Drop some.
Yeah, I didn't. Smart?
I like how you said that with a question mark, because we don't know if it's smart or not.
Yeah, that's the point.
Alright, restarting my computer fixed the error. Yay.
What to play? What to play? What to play? What to play? Yeah. Yeah, and
Well, and especially from just a hard drive space, I end up spending just so much time trying to clean it up. It's nuts.
yeah, I've got my own. Oops.
Finally.
Well,
God
Gazoom
bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
De nada.
Yeah, Kaz looks like they dropped some stars. It's like, cool.
Have you guys ever played Black Desert Online?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Played the Xbox beta or whatever.
It's a grind. It is a massive grind. Oh, it is.
Getting some random
Leland.
feedback in chat.
Leland,
Hey guys.
got some
Hey.
feedback, man.
Hey man, how's it going?
Oh man, much better. How is your day going, Leland?
Oh, it's going. Just in the truck.
Nice, dude.
Holy crap, I get streams and numbers too. That's cool.
Yes, I am. No, I drive a 579 Peterbilt with hay flats.
Cool.
So
Yeah?
yeah, I haul hay for a living.
Okay, I'm coming.
Finally.
Give me a second.
I thought she was talking. Yeah. Oh, I'm coming to dinner. Like, wow, that was fast.
No, my mom brought me McDonald's for dinner, so.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, lucky.
Yummy, yummy.
Luckily, I am in a trust. Luckily, I'm in a trust, so I can just like stop with this mod. This
Just
mod and
sit here and just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Well, no, you were mid-craft. That's why. Is that? Yep. Because you were mid-craft.
That's. Well, it's funny because the one day I sat here and I ate I ate a full rib meal that I had cooked for me, and I sat here eating this thing, went out, washed my hands, did all that, and I had been sitting in the middle of
Just let Leland know I went ahead and muted him because I was getting some like high pitched
Yeah,
like,
I'm getting
metal
it, too.
screech thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's harsh.
He muted himself.
No, I
Alright,
muted
I'm
him.
back.
Welcome back.
Yeah. But
Thank you.
but yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of the but what were you saying? Actually, now I remember what I was gonna look up. Go to the
They
load
fixed
zone.
Jiren?
Yeah, there's two ways to avoid the auto kick, and both have been confirmed to work. I haven't tried them because I personally feel like it's cheating the system. Yeah, but if you're in the middle of a craft, if you're in the middle of a gathering, three ways. If you're in the middle, if literally you have another window open that keeps you locked doing something like crafting or gathering, or if you're in a like at your retainer.
Yo, bruh.
As long
Hey,
as you're
what's going
talking,
on, dude?
are you talking about the auto logout? Yeah, no. As long as
Yeah.
you're talking to
Pop
at
over
least
to
an
another voice
NPC,
real
you're
quick.
fine.
Yes, sir.
Or an NPC, yeah, an NPC. Like
I'll
if you're
see you in a
if
sec.
you're in the middle of an NPC dialogue, it's like I wish they found a way where they could eliminate those cheap like things. Because it's literally just go talk to an NPC, get open that NPC's window, and you can't be logged. And that's what causes the issues. Is because people just gather around a single NPC and they just all just talk with him, and then they're not.
If you pause a cutscene as well, you can also cheat it that way too.
Yeah,
That's
but
cheap.
yeah, it's literally how people get around the auto cut, the auto kick.
Well, I mean, well, it's like I play a lot of. When Shadowbringers came out, I played the crap out of it, and so when I did Homester Switch the one day, like I said, I had a full meal and everything. It didn't kick me once, and I think it was it you, Chris, that told me that it should have kicked me because I'd been idle for like 10 minutes in the truck. In the truck.
20.
Oh no, this was like way past 5 point, This would have been about a month ago.
So 5.01. Yeah, I sat there probably about 20 minutes before I got kicked. Yeah, it was down to like 10 minutes. I think it was down to like 10. I mean, it was down there. But it was again because of the whole issue of like people just sitting there AFKing. Yeah, it's still a wait. Yeah. I mean, it's such a small wait. No. I don't think I don't even think a lot of people are going to be trying it really.
Is WoW Classic going to be free, or is it another subscription one?
You have
Yeah, no thanks. I'll stick to 14. I'll stick to 14 and Terra and all the other MMO games I've got. I tried WoW for a month. I did Dark Knight, and it just did not really like it. I think 14's a little bit better.
Yep.
Swotor. Oh, bloody black. Oh, come on. Sit still. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Sit still, yes, but don't block.
Well, I think they might have like WoW Classic AFK. Probably like I'm looking on vanilla WoW. So yeah, it's it's vanilla WoW, but who knows? According to the WoW wiki, I'm looking.
Ah, crap. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Come on, come on. Oh, you pieces of crap. Uh-oh. Ouch. That hurt. Go away, Black.
So in like WoW regular, it's 30 minutes.
That's kind of long. Wait for...
Like retail WoW. Well, actually, it's 35. 5. According to this, it's 5 minutes and then 30.
Really?
Mm-hmm. On retail. Mm-hmm. So 35 minutes.
You piece of crap. Go away. Oh, not... I hate Jiren. I hate Jiren.
And of course, also, if you're AFK in the battleground, don't go AFK in the battleground.
You get your ass kicked?
No. If you AFK in the battleground, you are permanently removed. You're given a deserter debuff,
Yeah.
and you can't queue for the battleground for 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. That's sort of like the in 14, where it's harsh in 14 if you're the first person to leave a dungeon that ain't been completed. It's a 30-minute queue lockout. It's like period. You can't queue for anything.
If you leave it?
If
Yeah.
you did because of a bad run, like a bad run's happening, or God forbid you get like the meme was, oh God forbid I get Aurum Vale or Desmal Darkhold for my leveling roulette. I'm just going
those
to
are
leave.
bad.
Not really. No, they're not. Is it okay? Aurum Vale and Desmal Darkhold only have a bad reputation because in ARR, and all of us ARR members can remember, queuing in, you get in, and your healer is a conjurer, and does not have regen, does not have Esuda, and it's like, really? How are you going to get this debuff off me that I'm literally going to get in the next 2 seconds? That is why it has a bad rep.
That's actually kind of funny, I'm gonna say.
Because, I mean, there's no avoiding that poison debuff. There's none.
None at all?
Nope. No way at all. You will get that poison debuff no matter what you try.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
De nada. Because Holy crap, we're getting
WoW
3
servers,
characters.
WoW servers are like, I know they're probably better than 14, from what I understand, but yeah. Well, I
Yes.
think they finally fixed it. Yeah.
But once it was there for a little while, it Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's one reason why I'm taking a break from 14 right now, because it's starting to feel like a chore. It's starting to feel like a chore, and I'm like, I don't want the chore anymore.
I still don't get that. I still don't get that, the multiple characters things. You only need one character. I mean, I can understand from a roleplay perspective. Yeah, but if as Brian says that the cross data center matchmaking is going to happen. Yeah.
Well, the reason why I don't know why others do it. The reason why I'm doing it, I have now 4 characters on Sargatana. The reason why I do that is because I pay for 3 extra retainers. So once I get them characters up to max, which only one of them is even close to that, besides my main is max, I can have 15 retainers on Sargatanas going out gathering stuff for me, instead of me having to do it.
What's my password again? It's for Swartor.
Ventures, they're a joke. And I'm not even there. I can literally go and get like 1,000 ventures in like 10 minutes.
The hell is that? Nicolas Cage in Star Wars: The Old Republic? Well, no, this is what the Onslaught expansion for Swartor is coming in, and the one character in this one art looks like friggin' Nicolas Cage. I'm gonna go see if I can find this picture and just throw it in general there. To me, it looks like Nicolas Cage. For all I know, I could be just being dumbass, and it just looks like a random blonde-haired, bearded man. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. I think Swartor is being stupid.
It's Nick Cage. Yeah, he has one bad movie to his name, but still, it's Nick Cage.
What? Which one? Face Off?
No.
The Wicker Man? Yeah, he's got to have more than one bad movie.
As far as I see, the one... I mean,
that sounds like something the Nostalgia Critic would do during something like during one of his reviews for one of his movies. But I'm not sure if Family Guy or I haven't watched South Park, so I wouldn't know about that one.
It sounds more like a South Park thing, to be honest.
The one Nostalgia Critic one was he got a text from his manager. He's like, and it said, "You want to do what in a bear suit?" Because that's such a funny scene. Just Casually strolling up in a bear suit. What's the matter, sister? Winnie the Pooh called. He wants his honey pots back. Bad movie? Oh, probably. Gesundheit.
Sorry.
I don't care. I don't care. I had a friend who I knew somebody who he just went every 5 minutes. So honestly, somebody blowing their nose doesn't faze me at all.
So we were talking about Nick Cage. One sec, let me look it up.
I'm loading up the thing here. Yay, good luck. Your WoW Classic's on its way. I can tell. I can tell that you're really into this WoW Classic.
His net worth is 25 billion, and that says 2017.
Hello.
What?
He owned an island. He actually owned a full island.
Okay, anyways, Sparta, what is the worst Nick Cage movie in your opinion then? If you say there's
Rider.
one. Ghost Rider?
Ghost Rider.
I don't know, I like the first
watched.
I like the first one, I hate the second one. Spirit of Vengeance sucks.
I just
But I
didn't
like
like
the
him
first-
as Ghost Rider. I'm saying from what I've seen. I don't watch many Nick Cage movies. The only ones I've actually watched that I remember is the Ghost Rider films and the National Treasure film.
Those were good.
Yeah, those were really good. But his Ghost Rider ones, just his acting was just horrible.
I didn't mind Face
I
Off.
loved
Con Air.
I mean, like, I don't watch many movies. I'm mostly just, I love my comic book movies, but there have been some bad ones and some good ones. But
Well, every actor has your favorite actor will always have that one either really good movie or really bad movie. I mean,
you keep breaking up, man. Yeah.
Hey. I actually got my name now. For sure. No. Maybe because it's a bad name. I'm gonna be. I chose an orc. Oh. Yeah, I'm going warlock. So I know undead's meant to be the best, but the second choice for me is orc. The ratio. Oh, warlock. Also, Ul'dan is my boy.
Oh, jeez. Hello?
Howdy, howdy.
Hello.
Okay, my Discord just freaked the hell out.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so, what was the last thing I said?
Don't remember. I don't remember.
'cause the last thing you said, you disconnected and it went on funny, so we couldn't we didn't know what you said because it went funny before then. You left.
Okay. Well, the last thing I was saying just before was I have every actor has that one bad movie,
Always.
and one of my and it's like everybody says that this one movie is always bad or this movie's bad. And one of my favorite movies is the '98 Godzilla with Matthew Broderick. I love that movie.
Yeah, it was okay. Again, for the time. Again, a lot of these movies we're looking at now, like, you go back, look at, the greatest example was, you go look at the first Lord of the Rings. That was released, what, a decade ago, 2 decades ago? I mean, it was released a long time ago now, in the terms of, cinematography. You look at it now and you compare it to, like, The Hobbit, the latest Hobbit film, and you wanted to pick one or the other, and you didn't care about the story or anything, you just wanted to look at it, cinematography-wise, and how
I
the
go watch
actors went.
Return of the King.
Well, I'm saying the first one, the very first Lord of the Rings, over the latest Hobbit.
Come here, Pissy. Come here.
You would probably pick the latest Hobbit just off of cinematography-wise, because it's literally the latest one.
Good Pissy.
Sorry. Have we got an hour left or 2 hours?
Hour. Yeah, like an hour 15. Give or take.
I posted the picture down in media down there in the Just for Fun there. Like I said, that's the new illustrated art thing, whatever it is, for the Old Republic, and it looks like Nick Cage there in the background, on the left side.
Two out of a jaw. That's not Nick.
What did you say? And are you not worried about it, like, being hard to get in? Like, oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he's got.
That's good, and that's what's gonna drive me crazy.
well, isn't there also going to be like a crap ton of bots that are like in 14 that are just going to be teleporting all over the place and just killing everything instantly?
I had issues with that when I was on Spring into Titania. It's
See, 14, the reason why we have the problem more, they detect them, but they also realize they don't care because, well, and this is the thing, what people don't realize. So if like an RMT issue, they just got past the carrying point because these guys, they advertise the RMT, they get banned. They literally have like 7 accounts, and only one of those accounts gets banned. And they literally make enough off one purchase to literally go buy 8 more accounts. Well, another account. Yeah, and a lot of the bots. Yeah. I get this. A lot of bots are in an FC like what I consider my private FC. It's literally an FC that only I have access to. So, yeah, it's not hard to create those either. You can literally you have 3 accounts, you have an FC.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, it's so easy to just get that all set up.
You sound like you have a nasty cold there, Fetch.
Nah, it's just my allergies.
Oh, yeah.
I have
That's
really
weather.
bad allergies going on, and it's just like, my gosh.
Fallout 76?
Nah.
I couldn't resist. That's such a
Yeah,
bad game.
it's and again though, it's the whole thing of it's they the problem is if they really wanted to care, they wouldn't ban the account. They would take it one step further, which they legally have the right to do according to the TOS, according to the legal language that I read, and not ban the account, ban the ISP or the like your
IP?
your IP, like ban your IP, but then you can just get a VPN. Again, yeah, just get a VPN. But at the same, yeah. Mm-hmm. See, that's the problem. That's why it's a whole legal thing, and that's why they don't do that. But at the same time, that would be what they would have to do is, yeah. No, because you're still gonna buy more copies.
Ooh, Fox in Space release.
And most bots, get this, most bots only buy the base game. Because the base game is all you need to buy. Because most of the time the bots, all they're botting are crystals. Well, yeah, but I'm saying for like 14, like all you're wanting to bot most of the time is just crystals. Like, and get this, another reason why they don't want to ban the bots like willy-nilly is because if they started banning the bots, the crystal market, where most servers, the crystal market is around 300 to 400 gil a piece. Most of those crystals that you're buying, you know, they're stacks of 9,999, they're stacks of 99. They would skyrocket because crystals, like, people don't want to go and gather crystals. I use my retainers to gather crystals if I need them.
Oh, that was close.
What you said. All right, let's go and grab Fallout 76. I got confused then.
No,
I could
not.
I could not resist. Okay, obvious joke is obvious.
Let's not, because I mean, even given the game.
Yeah, it's not given a time now, is it? It's just.
Okay, I'm gonna have to sprint this, aren't I?
Hey, Lord Poundcake.
Oh! Holy crap!
Yep, 1 hour, 4 minutes.
Go! Sorry.
No problem. But yeah, it's just that whole. You still got an hour. Plus whatever else. Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Hmm. Hey, Chili.
Well, I guess that's why you have us. Oh, good, it does count.
Yeah, because if you're 70, you shouldn't be doing those because mine are at the same thing. No class quest in Shadowbringers. I know, I'm just teasing.
Did I want to do another heart container, or do I want to get started? Let's get another heart container. Okay, so what the heck was
Yep,
rest?
this is definitely a JRPG.
What's that?
Fire Emblem, 3 Houses. I'm restarting the game because I decided to, have you played, like, any of Fire Emblem 3 Houses?
I've never played Three Houses. I played the one with Lynn way back when.
Yeah, that was one of the ones I loved. But no, so 3 Houses has a boss, a slight mini boss later on. Like, I'm about to come up on him. I'm actually about to fight him. The thing is, his level, like the average level of the fight, the recommended level for the fight is like level 9, and he's level 20. And you can avoid him. You can just pass him by and not attack him. But he drops an item, or you can steal an item from him that will allow you to class change to the Dark Mage or Dark Priest variant.
Ooh. I don't know what that means. I'm just going ooh for effect.
What are you looking for? Just click the map. Like, click the quest.
Stay. Lay down, Pissy. It's a dog.
Striped Hills in Garabanya, that's, yeah.
Gesundheit. Jeez.
Oh yeah, you couldn't buy things off the market board in Shadowbringers.
Oh no, not all the money, no. I mean, it's not like you need it.
Yeah, Chris, go back to our farming method. Just go get some materia off the market board.
Oh, I did take your guys' advice into account when it came to the materia there. And I started going back and focusing on determination or direct hit or crit. One of the two. I can't remember which one.
For what job?
Gunbreaker.
Direct hit would be the one. Until you, unless your crit is over 3,000 currently.
No.
I mean, without melt. Which, going by what I looked at for tanks, if you have best in slot for any tank, you will have over 3,000 crits. I actually looked it up today. So yeah, once you have 3,000 crit, or you can get to 3,000, just focus on crit.
Wait.
Darren,
Yeah.
go to YouTube and go on Warframe. They showed off the new Warframe.
Which one?
Yeah, I've worked through it. It's cause we haven't tagged. Yeah, we're just playing till the game goes live.
I mean, Darren, I mean,
Yeah.
8 hours. Ugh. It's nasty.
Yeah, we just explained it. Like, WoW Classic is not live yet. We still got about 50 minutes. Yeah.
Darren, that they added a Warframe profile for the new frame. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the fast one I was telling you about. You can go. That's the new one that added.
The
this
Sonic the
week.
Hedgehog one?
Yeah, but only on PC this week. Probably the week after consoles.
Oh, sweet. That Ancestors Part 2 came out. Awesome. Alright, so Warframe.
Just tell me what you think, because I actually love it.
Warframe. Gauss.
Yeah, it's his name.
Yeah, watching. Ooh. Gauss.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Huh. Okay, that's a cool frame. Not gonna lie.
Okay. are you going to be doing any crafting? And then, wow. Yeah, definitely.
Jeez, brother. Ay, matka pahina, katushka, madamala.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
I'm back.
Shake. And counting. I thought I was gonna just try to log in and just like, even if I can't play, just have them run in place or something.
Can you actually... Yeah, that's
Well,
what I was
what I
wondering.
usually
Is,
I do that earlier.
do you have to like re-click or anything? Like, do you have to like reload and all that for it to work? And all that again? Oh my god, there's a queue!
Is there already a queue?
Yeah.
Shit, fired up.
7,000.
Jeez.
He said
That's
7,000.
28 minutes.
Right.
I know, it's like, that's what it feels like. Wait, so are you in a queue? Oh, wait, you wouldn't be, would you? Are you, Brian?
I'm betting I am gonna be in a queue because I didn't have it up at all.
I was suggesting
That
we do
would
it now,
actually
so
give
this
Chris
is
a-
where I
yeah.
am.
It's going down quick though.
Okay.
Hey, Chris,
Yes.
we can't see anything except 14 on your screen.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the order of priorities.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Are you sure there's not just a lag? Okay.
It could be
Yeah,
a
it was
lag.
lag.
No, Chris, it's gone down to 18 minutes.
Oh.
Scheiße.
It's 9 minutes now. Oh my god. Yeah, wait, well, it's changing back and forth constantly. What the hell?
People are probably dropping off because
Oh wait, I can just be smart.
The thing is, you don't have. You're gonna end up get to deal with that login. Like you don't.
well, I mean, we do the same
Yeah,
thing.
it's got me
you know, like,
33 minutes.
This is
Positioning
bringing back
queue,
Shadowbringers.
well,
8,192.
yeah,
Are you
we
gonna
do the
queue
same thing
too?
with Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
Because
No, just
yeah, you could
stop
log
it.
in, you get the download gone, and it's still you start like. Remember Shadowbringers long? People were saying like 2,000 person queues.
Yeah, I mean,
Like literally within 5 minutes of the servers going live, people were sitting in 2,000 person. Yeah.
wait. I'm just wondering if that portal that this shows on the login screen, is that the Badlands portal? That's the Badlands portal on this login screen, right?
Hell's Lid? That
That's,
would be
Gen-
Tsukane.
Yeah, that's
no.
Genbu.
Well, not just Gimbu. That's
That's the volcano there in the Ruby Sea.
yeah, the Ruby Sea. That's it, the Ruby Sea. Ruby
Ruby
Sea.
Sea. Yep. It's the
Closest
volcano.
teleport will be Tusumuma, whatever that name is. The one where the
Volcano.
Kojin are at.
No, it wouldn't be a good
I'll
idea to
find
go down there. Your best bet would be go to Kugane, take the boat to the Ruby Sea, and then you
Yeah,
just
but
gotta head. Then you gotta head. Nobody enjoys Soviet west.
yeah, but you had to go through an extra loading screen. That's the thing.
Yeah, but that's well, unless you have flying, then yeah, go to the Kojin.
I think he has flying. I'm sorry, but flying is probably the second most important thing outside of story.
I think we got a queue because people know it's getting close. Chris, get off so I can get in. Brian, is your queue going for win? Yeah, you just have to keep keeping it active. The screen.
72, 70.
Is it going quick?
It's just the positioning queue is just dropping down a little bit. So
My
I don't
estimated
know
time
if people
still
are
saying
just
27
quitting
minutes.
or if they're. It just puts it like in a here safely, like here's us authenticating and blah 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 and yeah, without the server
What you-
dying.
What do you think the server room's like right now?
I bet they're excited. I bet they're excited to see such interest.
They
I bet
actually were
they're-
quite. They watched the new getting drunk. Really chick.
Getting drunk? I doubt they're getting drunk. They're gonna get drunk
No, they can't.
if it all
They need
goes
to be.
well.
They need to be. They need to be sober.
Yeah.
They need to be sober for fixing servers of these programs.
Exactly. Oh, 100%.
No, but it's probably
Now,
pizza
you can
and
code with the
hot
bugs because there's going to be code review and all that. You don't live do it.
But I mean, SDM said the servers are obviously better than they was back in 2004. How many was it back
Oh
then? I
yeah,
wonder.
such high demand. But it even skyrocketed back in 2004. Yeah. That's where the line "learn to code" came from.
The janitor.
Yeah. You know. Congrats. Well, good news. Y'all can work all the time together. That's what everybody always wants.
But imagine the child being showing up where's my mom?
You work for WoW now. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like I think they had the same issue with 14, didn't they? Because it's like with 14 1.0 when it failed, everyone moved over to 14. ARR's team. Like that's why Kingdom Hearts was delayed. That's why all these games were delayed.
I don't know. I get, and I can totally get behind it, Sparta. But I as a just a thought. When you look at that, when you look at Kingdom Hearts, when you look at 15, when you look at there was just this period prior to the relaunch of 2.0. That's why I always said Final Fantasy, wait till 16. 16 will be a real testament as to if Square has changed or not. Is that they've had all of these 10-year projects, and then at the same time, you then look at games like Dragon Quest, and Octopath Traveler, and Nier Automata, and it's boom, ba boom, ba boom. So there's one section of the company that just really has struggled, and I don't think it's a matter of 14 pulling resources or not. I think it's just they didn't as a company adjust to the new style, and then with 2.0 and Yoshi P taking over, we're seeing the fruits of that, which would be Dragon Quest and Nier, and even though Nier was developed by Platinum, it still is equally important.
You know that video they brought out on the World of Warcraft channel with the creators?
Sorry, what did you say?
They brought that. No, they brought World of Warcraft on their channel, YouTube channel, brought out a video showing the creators playing classic WoW,
Oh yeah.
and they look so happy.
Well,
Who looks
that's what
happy?
Chris and I were talking about in our video today. It's like some people have hopes that WoW Classic could, carry over into like a new, when we say timeline, just where like a new systems kind of thing. Like, is there a demand, and is that demand business, business ready? Is it, because there's nobody who's going to be like, hey, this is losing us millions of dollars a year. Well, let's keep doing it, But if it's like, holy crap, there's a market that's not being fed, does this then reshape the next 10 years of what it means to be an MMO? Like, after the big explosion of popularity, like, we're seeing kind of a decline. Is that decline because of the casualization and accessibility? That this is what this is essentially going to prove one way or another. Like everybody's kept saying, like, you've asked for this, you've asked for this, you've asked for this, but we know that you don't want it. And if everybody in 6 months is like, yeah, that was great, we're done with it, then like, all right, yeah, nobody's going to do that again.
I just
I
wonder
just feel like I think I agree on the we've asked for this. I don't think anyone wants it. Like it's the nostalgia glasses.
That's
What-
yeah, and
what
that's
going to prove.
that's one way you look at a lot of games.
Yeah.
Is that people are like that you're looking at as at an old game with rose-tinted glasses. You go back to it, it's like, wow, this is actually kind of crap.
Well, and here's the. Yeah.
Well, for me, it's always been Star Fox Adventures on Nintendo GameCube. That game's always been a gem in my eyes, and I hadn't played it for years. And then I went back and played it. I'm like, yeah, this is still a really good game. I still
it's
really
like-
enjoy it.
I had the same thing with Sonic Adventure 1. Like, every time I go back to that game, I'm like, oh, I remember being a
It
child
was
again.
good. Yeah, on the Dreamcast, and it was just like that was fun.
Yeah,
Same thing
I
with
got it
Fantasy.
for
Like,
Christmas.
but that's that's why I'm excited about WoW Classic, having never really played it, but understanding like the game's it's not gonna hold your hand. It's not gonna do these things, and I believe I want it. I would love to see. What I'd love to see though is that those style of mechanics, but in a new kind of like. I would love it. I don't want Final Fantasy XI Classic. I want Final Fantasy XI Remastered. And what that would
Sort of
mean
like
is
what they did with Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
I mean, like they took Link's Awakening and just like from what we've seen, it's the same gameplay. Which, again, it's the problem is we look at things with nostalgia glasses and then we go back with our modern eyes. And it's just something, but some games, like people go back and play Diablo, and Diablo is still the same game. But it would be nice if we could play Diablo with Diablo 3's or Diablo. Well, I don't want to put it was up, but Diablo 4's graphics.
You guys hear the rumor of Diablo 4 being built in the Overwatch engine and being kind of a first-person shooter type game?
Yeah, no.
So what, kind of like Warhammer Vermintide, and then it's simulated?
It's a risk.
thinking that.
It's a risk.
That
The risk is calling it Diablo 4. Just call it something else. Yeah. The risk is calling it Diablo 4.
Shit.
yeah, that's the risk. That would piss off any like Diablo like.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that. I'd love that. What about World of StarCraft? World of StarCraft.
That can
Well, I
do
mean,
it.
Okay, so
Diablo.
yeah, like a kind of like a StarCraft MMO. That'd be cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I mean, there's a lot. Like, give us a Zelda.
A Zelda MMO?
Yeah.
Oh.
What would you
I
play?
went Pokemon MMO before I went.
Oh,
my
actually,
God.
okay. On Steam,
Hold on
there's
a second.
actually a game
Joe,
that is.
we're still in the.
I know what
login
game you're
queue.
gonna say.
So Chris is playing 14 while it counts down.
Is it that early access game you're talking about? That's gonna be an early access.
It's not in early access just yet. Hang on, let me go find it.
No.
Temtem.
Temtem. Yeah.
It's called Temtem on Steam. It's basically a Pokemon MMO game. You can play it co-op. You can play it with it's basically Pokemon. You go capture monsters, and then it's in an MMO fashion. So and what happens is you walk up to a monster, you go into like a Pokemon battle thing, and people can walk around you while you're doing your battle, and even come watch you do your battle. It's essentially a Pokemon MMO. I saw this thing on Steam. And I'm like, I'm gonna play this when it comes out, and it's gonna be a free-to-play MMO.
Herod. Herod. Yeah. Do you guys think that they'll do a timeline thing now? Because I mean,
What do you mean?
no, because you were saying about it, Brian, like about Classic to start taking a 10.
Yeah. If the game succeeds.
So instead of Burning Crusade, what would happen?
If the game's successful, if they've got 13 or 16 million people playing Classic, and that's where people are spending their time, and that people like the gameplay and that style, I could see them doing Lynch King and the other ones, and just going and saying like, okay, this is what we're keeping this classic style of game, and then continuing on in some basically alternate reality. But that would all depend on if the people are there. If in 6 months everybody's like, thanks, that was a nice little thing. I remember why I liked matchmaking.
Well, Frankfurt, we play on Sargatanus.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you said it.
Don't know. We keep saying we play on Sargatanus. Yeah, I just wanted the conversation to go.
I've got a
Yeah, we
minute
play
left.
on Sargatanus. I have the stream muted.
I can hear you just fine, man.
Yeah, we can hear you. Let's do a test. We're gonna say we're gonna have Chris say something. Say something, Chris. Could anyone hear Chris just now?
Lotar! Sorry. Zug.
Hey, Chris, talk.
Yeah, I'm not hearing Chris whatsoever. I muted this. I
can
want
hear
to listen, and I'm
in
not
the
hearing
stream?
Chris on the stream. No,
In
not
this
at all.
Stream?
Yeah.
Which stream? YouTube or the other one?
I'm on
YouTube.
YouTube and Mixer, but I wasn't listening on Mixer.
I can't hear him on YouTube.
This voice must be. Yeah.
I guess they can hear us, but not you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear you in the thing.
Yeah, and same thing on Mixer as well. So I can hear you in Discord, but not in the stream.
So you mean for this entire thing, it's been everybody else.
Thank
but
God we've been
Chris.
answering
That's so
questions.
sad. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
holy crap. Holy crap, that's ooh.
Yeah, Daniel, we're still waiting on the server queue. It's literally we got 30 more minutes to WoW Classic.
I don't know.
Yeah, just waiting for it to catch up.
Listening to login music now. Okay, let me tab over here. Well, that's fun. I've been
Talking to yourself.
talking to myself. Well, I've been talking to you
wait,
guys.
I think I heard you.
They've been hearing you and not me. One side of a phone
Is your-
conversation.
yeah, because like if your mic output's muted or something.
Yeah, I can hear you now in there.
All right. Well, I'm glad we figured that out. I've been answering questions. 32 minutes to go. We've been live for an hour and a half.
Yep, Tom.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank you, Tom.
they talked about, like, people don't realize it's not just the coding. Like, I don't doubt that WoW does the same thing. Like, when they, like, 14, they talked about it, like, 14 deleted,
Well,
like, all of 1.0.
yeah,
like,
but WoW
there's
Classic, they
nothing
already... I mean, that's also why we're not starting in 1.0. We're starting in 1. Whatever, because that was the furthest back code base they had. But, like, to that note, I would say, Tom, that the one thing that we don't know is if they already have a couple ideas in mind, like, okay, we think that it could go one of 3 directions, because they had to do so much recoding already to get WoW Classic to the point to go live today, that it's possible they built in a couple futures. I just don't think that they've got redesigning, like, boss encounters and stuff on that list. But they
So they
could.
probably have a couple.
But, like, the new
smaller
zones
things
could be
off the
flying enabled, even though during the Classic experience we can't fly. So that way, if this becomes the Burning Crusade Classic, and then Lich King Classic, and then Cataclysm Classic, they don't have to go back and redo that. Because they said they had to rebuild all the zones anyway, because A, the graphic assets weren't able to be updated, so like they had a lot of graphic issues, so they had to rebuild anything that wasn't displaying correctly. They also had to, like, say there was a bug, like a hack, that was discovered 3 patches in. Well, that would have been, they would have been weak to that earlier, it just wasn't learned about, so they have to go back and, like, fix vulnerabilities now that maybe wouldn't have been fixed until a couple years in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why people don't realize, like, them saying, like, oh, we want this and this. People don't realize how much dev time.
How much
So,
work
like-
it's gonna take.
Oh,
Yeah.
I already finished. I'm just
Like,
minding
that's
my
probably one reason why, like, people wanted WoW Classic last. Maybe that's why, what's the latest mention?
Battle for Azeroth, BFA.
Yeah, BFA. That's probably why Battle for Azeroth
You
was
thought I was being quiet.
weaker than what it was, because they were putting so much development time behind WoW Classic.
Scheiße.
I'm still logged in.
Bride,
All right.
Bride is real. I'm trying to make my team OP, Brian, on
Oh, yeah.
Fire Emblem.
Nice.
I'm in level 9 content. I'm supposed to be recommended level is level 9. I'm trying to get my team up to level 20. Because there's a mini boss in the next fight that's literally level 20.
Wrath was a
And
big
you're not
shift.
supposed to be able to beat him. You're not supposed to be able to beat him.
Wrath was a big shift in a lot of ways. It wasn't just Wrath was where we started to see flex to I felt like that's where they added, was Wrath challenge modes, or was that Cataclysm? That may have been Cataclysm.
Yeah.
And then Wrath, they started putting more out in the world
Challenge
things.
was
That's where we got like our time. That was like time lost proto Drake and stuff like that. So there was a lot more going on. I felt like the reputations to grind and stuff were more interesting in Wrath than they were in the Burning Crusade. The Burning Crusade, it was very rinse and repeat. Do it for 2 weeks, you get your dragon.
Actually, I think challenge modes wasn't until Mist Pandaria.
Really? My gosh, my
Yeah.
timeline's all.
People seem to hate
Muffed.
that expansion.
Mist.
I
Oh,
actually-
because it
Mist?
because
Mist?
Go ahead.
I think Mist was a really good. It was a really good exploration. I think it just was kind of the beginning of a lot of things. They started to lay a lot of stuff on top of each other. So Mist was where I started to feel overwhelmed. Like I felt like there was too much to do. If WoW Classic costs money to play, where will future content come from? Will people raid the same things for years to come, or will it just re-release? That's the question. So do you make it seasonal and you just replay WoW Classic over and over every 2 years, like a Diablo season, and you're just paying to keep the servers up? Or do you move on to the Burning Crusade Classic, and then Lich King Classic? And then if you do just redo it, would you add in features like achievements and things like that? Because right now they've chosen to be very, very literal, and they've taken WoW Vanilla as like canon, and they've kept true to form. But there's a lot of things like achievements and matchmaking and things like that that people are going to ask for.
Good question, Zane. Zane asks, hello from a new player whose only MMO experience is tanking in Final Fantasy XIV. I've been considering WoW Classic to play with my friends who played WoW for ages. What would you say the learning curve is?
So it's going to hurt at first because there's going to be a lot of little things that you don't understand what's happening. For example, as a tank, if you get hit in the back, it tears you up in WoW Classic. So like positioning is going to be key. In addition to that, you're going to have your weapon skill high enough, because if your weapon skill and your hit rating isn't high enough, you'll get misses, which are not only no damage, but I don't remember exactly how it works, but I believe they cause the other boss to, like, it's either upping their evasion or upping their damage. It's something that penalizes the party. So it's incredibly important, and as a warrior, for example, that's a lot of weapon skills to level. And to level a weapon skill, you have to go out and equip it. So you have to basically go out and, like, beat on monsters. So if you switch from, like, a one-handed sword to a one-handed axe, you have to go level that weapon skill up, which can take forever. And then repair bills are obnoxiously expensive for tanks when you get into raiding. You also have stances and things like that, so stance dancing was very much a thing. I don't remember exactly classic raiding, and then your stat priority matters. So stat priority, when you talk about old WoW, one of the top stat priorities you're going for is hit rating. So there's going to be what's called a hit cap, and that is the point at which your hits no longer miss, because there's no point in doing any amount of damage if you miss the target altogether. So you're going to go for hit rating first, but then once you get to cap, say cap is 692 hit, just as an arbitrary number, everything above 692 is wasted. And so your goal is to get your gear to exactly that cap and then shift to your more traditional priority, which is going to put a lot of... Oh, I think I probably just dropped you guys here.
No, I'm still here.
Did I drop you guys? Okay. Sorry. I took the phone call goes to my Mac, and then it pulls me out of Shadow. So hit rating. So then usually, like, your main stat is one of your big stat priorities, and then from there you work down the line. So you'll work and you have, like, and crit isn't just crit. You have crit hit and crit. You have crit damage and crit chance is how I remember. I believe that's still done. So it's going to take me a bit to get back into it, but it's just a lot of stat. But being a tank specifically is going to be a lot of positionals, and weapon skill is going to be something that's a real pain to level. But the game in general is just very unforgiving.
I do miss skill up parties.
Skill up parties?
Yep.
11.
Yeah. So you had your experience and your level and stuff like that, and then it ended up being where you would also have, looks like I need to re-log in, the manage connection, sorry, and you'd learn all your abilities for, called weapon skills by, fighting, etc. And so it would just kind of be this stuff, and slowly it would level up, and you could go and, you could be a high level person who's never equipped an axe, and your axe skill is level 1, so it's, that's why I'm really interested to see. I hope WoW Classic really takes off and it lights the MMOs on fire. And I would, I don't know. I just think matchmaking is I love it, but I hate it at the same time.
My wife's asking me what I want for dinner because I don't ever ask her to cook because I think that that's fair. She works a hard job and she works long days, and so I try to never like ask her to like, hey, when you get home, can you do this thing for me? And so I texted her to say, hey, I'm already live and I'm afraid to lose my spot in line. So I'm just letting you know that if you don't have a plan for dinner, I will be ordering delivery of some kind because I'm not going to go that far from my keyboard. I'm just fearful that I would like, I don't know, like I would get there and they would be like, oh, your food isn't ready. It'll be another 20 minutes. And then I'm stuck. And then I know that when I get home, I've lost my spot.
Right.
So I was like, no, I'll if I cook. And I was like, not at all.
Of course, I remember warrior stance dancing was your defenses were one stance, but you had to build your threat with the attacking stance.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't have that much. So like, Brian's starting with Warlock.
No, I made a druid,
Druid, Warlock last time,
and a shaman.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I could start with any of them. I played a little and dabbled a little with Warlock back when I touched WoW earlier, and played a kind of a mage as well, a little bit here and there. But I was asking Chris, I've never played a druid. I've never played, so I was like, oh, play as a druid.
Yeah, I main druid all through
I've always
vanilla.
wished they had a 14 character that could shapeshift. That's what I was hoping Blue Mage would be. It'd be like a druid style job that had different forms, and it took on the physical characteristics of that.
But instead, it's a mini game type of class.
It's side progress, like Deep Dungeon or anything else. Like it's.
Well, and that to me just shows the weakness of the overworld, because if there was things to do, if there was I loved like conquest, like if it was like we're fighting like for the grand companies, if we were vying for control over the zone, like, oh heck yeah, let's go as blue mages and put some points out there, or like if there was just something to do out there, because you saw like one of the things that was great about it at launch was so many people were out in the open world, and it really feels like this open world, people are communicating, same concept as your Eureka, people are talking, there's just a lot of people to see and things going on. It felt really like like an MMO rather than like an instance, just an instance box of connected rooms.
Oh, if you need to do RFC, just let me know when you're online. I can invite you right now. What's up? You said name is Slippery Sand?
Blue Mage be really good for Eureka then, because it's that overworld kind of thing.
It could be, but it can't get in there yet. So that's why it's like it would be awesome if you could use Eureka as leveling content. Like that's where the same thing with the diadem. It's like what would be really cool is if you could go into this content and you could use it for a level grind. Instead of like, oh, you don't want to go do instance fights or whatever. Like, yeah, let's get an 8-man party. Let's just go chain as many mobs as possible, or whatever. Like, I just wish it was additive to the overall experience. Just because that's how I actually got to level cap in Final Fantasy back in 1.0. Like, you would have XP, level, chain parties that you'd go grind on, open world mobs, and that was a lot of fun. Hey, Leonardo.
What? Oh gosh, I thought I got kicked for a second. When I alt-tabbed, it pulled up the launcher instead of the game. I was like, oh no! No!
What'd you do?
I just pulled up the wrong window.
82 in queue. And the time is going up. So, I guess the people who are ahead of me, like, their client crashed or whatnot, because it was going down. It's just... Yeah. I don't know if it's... I think the world might be populated.
I think I found you in applicants. I think I actually got you.
But I'm digging all the music. Good stuff.
Still tabbing to it.
Well, that's the best thing about it running literally in Shadow. It's like I've got so many other things I'm working on right now. This is fantastic, and the music quality is fantastic.
What's going on, Leonardo?
Slippery Sam. What a fun name.
Holy Paladin's your first ever healer. That won't be available to us because we're Horde.
So what'll be like anti-paladin or something?
Shaman.
Ah,
What's the Horde equivalent of priest then?
Why is everything grayed out?
It's priest.
What's happening?
Horde has a priest option?
Yep.
Okay.
I posted, if you didn't see, Brian, I posted a Wowhead article
What am I in?
for
Oh.
WoW Classic.
Oh, I have
Guide.
collections on.
Well, thank you. I did not see.
I don't
Very
want
nice.
to do this.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pin this. There you go. I pinned it. That way.
I don't
'Cause
remember
I'm
what
like, I was telling Chris,
I don't
like,
remember how
I'm
to do
sure I'm
this.
gonna
I
have
don't want to be here.
100,000
How do I?
questions.
spoiled to new heights.
There we
No
go.
worries.
Okay. I need Pummelite. I don't know where Pummelite is.
Hit return.
Me?
Wait, is that?
It should be in Peaks. I think it's just not in Rust Rock. I just opened up the quest. I didn't look it up. I can look it up. I just didn't. Informs you that the mineral
I'm
can
on
be found in the
14
peaks of
Xbox,
Birubanya.
14 Xbox.
May be increasingly scared. You at the slow wash. Okay.
I am so
Slow wash,
so
just
ready
further
for
north.
14 to come to the Xbox, guys. I hope
I'm
I-
practicing on my
should
reading
drop
quests
that
because
before I
that's about to be very necessary.
Yeah.
So are you gonna go play it on Xbox then, Brian?
Oh
if,
yeah,
14 goes to
100%.
it?
100%. I'd play it on. I would play it on Xbox.
What? On Xbox?
But 14 is my main kind of platform.
Oh,
I think that
I'd
would
be
actually be a
my
good
PS4
thing.
would be the last PlayStation 4 I think I ever bought. 14 is the last thing holding me on
honestly,
PlayStation.
like, I know this is so stupid what I'm about to say, and it will not give me any gamer credit. It will probably hurt me.
I'm listening. I'm ready to hear it.
Honestly, after the Sony Disney deal, I'm livid. I'm so upset. I'm very hurt, and I just want to take it out on anybody. And I'm like, F you Disney, F you Sony. You get this fixed now, or I'm not gonna be Disney Plusing it up, and I'm not gonna be getting a PlayStation 5. Like, that's how I feel right now. I'm sure, like, in a year's time when
I've heard that the Disney
Oh, thank you,
Sony
Jay.
has come to an agreement. Like, that's what I heard.
if Spider-Man's out of the MCU, man, like, that hurts me. Like, I feel just, I was like loving it so much, and now I'm just like, are you kidding me? Your tradition of ruining Spider-Man 3? Like, can we get over this, Sony? Anyway, so hopefully that's the case, because I wanted to play the Spider-Man game, and I said I'd get a PlayStation 5 if it's backwards compatible, and that's what's rumored. But literally, I was like, oh man, no! Like, how can I actively not send money to both of these companies so that they're like, it's in both your interest to figure this out. I don't care who gets the money or who whatever. Don't take Spider-Man out of the MCU. No. Anyway, that's my.
Can I buy this? Can I buy this material that I need, this Pummelite, at a
Nope.
So I can't buy it on a market board? I was like, because I just want to. I will totally
Yeah,
throw
queue time's
money at
going up.
this. Your queue time's going up?
You're still in, aren't you?
Oh, I'm still in, yeah.
It's gone up the queue.
Yeah, because it's like people actually aren't dropping. I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, what's that?" And then like, "Oh," and then they drop out. And so like for me, I'm 4455, and it's going up to 40 minutes now because it's people aren't actively.
3528.
Because now you're down to people that aren't dropping out.
Right. It's like here's the peeps. Now as soon as maybe the server logs.
Yeah,
in
it might
and
just
they
be a
start
total number of
playing-
people that are allowed to select characters at a given time.
Oh. Time just
So,
dropped
like-
to
Mine's
14.
jumped on to 11 minutes.
Yeah, mine just dropped dramatically. Maybe they're
'Cause
trying to let people in now.
I've been in a because I've been in a character selection screen for almost 2 hours now, without letting it drop.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Me and you are gonna end up on the same leveling route because we're both playing orcs.
Heck yeah.
I'll be in troll, so I'll be right next to you.
My druid's a Tauren, and I don't know how that goes.
So Tauren starts over in Mulgore, so that's a little further away. You'd meet up in the Barrens, which I think is at like level 20, something like that. So you have a little while.
One, do you think?
No, not Barons.
Where are they?
You know what?
Across each
I
other,
always
orcs and
love
Tauren.
the Orgrimmar music. You know, when going into
Baron's
Orgrimmar-
chat is one of those things that's just like iconic, and every server had a Baron's chat that just created this common conception of like absurdity.
Wait, isn't it that? Is that the place outside Orgrimmar where everyone does PvP all the time?
No. So that's just south. So that's no, Barrens is
Chris
immediate.
has this inherent knowledge with it.
So Barrens is west of that. And actually, after Cataclysm, Barrens got split into North and South Barrens, but it used to be one enormous zone, so you leveled there forever. The only place you spend longer than the Barrens is Stranglethorn Vale, and you only spend longer there because people keep ganking you. So Stranglethorn Vale's your like 30s and 40s. Barrens, you're there from like, I don't know, like 19 to 35 or something. You're there forever. It feels like forever.
Yeah, it's almost 25 levels.
It's enormous.
I think when I was watching that creator
And you don't have
video on the
mounting.
Warcraft channel, that creator video, the way he said the wetlands was it what land? What he said one of the zones he remembered the very first zone he worked on. I forgot what land it was though.
I bet Wetlands was pretty early on.
You know the guy who's like the director of Overwatch? He was on the video.
Yeah. I don't remember what zone they said they worked on Dead Mines as the first dungeon though, which is interesting.
Dead Mines.
Well, don't even.
Is that the one with the ship?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. No, I'm not. Brian.
it's right.
Yeah, this is going to
going off
be
this article.
a huge amount of learning. I need to get my notebook. Where's my notebook? Because Brian's going to have all kinds of questions.
So,
We need to write those down.
Yeah.
So going off this article, Disney might have a bargaining chip.
All right.
Okay.
Because Brian is somebody that knows a ton about MMORPGs and little to nothing about World of Warcraft, and that is an intriguing overlap as far as guide making goes, because it's really where translations get lost. Is that like somebody comes over from another game and it's like, no, it's not that they don't know how to tank, it's that they don't know what the words you're saying mean.
So what's his bargaining chips for?
John Watts, the guy who directed the last two Spider-Man, he's not signed a deal with Sony.
Okay.
He signed a deal with Disney. And right now that deal is up, and if Disney hires him, Sony has to look for another director. Which, again, that might not look, too good on, oh yeah, we've gone through now, we are now starting on our fourth director?
Well, that just tells me, like, yeah.
I hate it. I hate it.
Right now, how I feel is I won't buy a PlayStation 5. Yeah,
It's all Sony. It's all on Sony's book. It's like Sony just give them whatever they want. Y'all make
We only have 9 minutes left.
It's so sad when, like, if you're like, oh,
I can
we're
let it
making
AFK out, I
billions of
guess.
dollars, like, when people are fighting over, like, nickels.
Yeah.
I want more of a nickel.
It's the first movie to ever pass $1 billion that was literally produced by Sony.
Okay, so in theory you guys can still hear me.
Getting enough money.
Well, okay, so the thing is, really and truly, we can't know for sure because it's all, legal contracts and stuff.
Yeah.
People don't realize when the contract as we know it is literally first ticket sale plus all of the merchandise. first ticket sales means it could mean either only the sales of the first day or the first weekend.
Anyway, let's talk about WoW Classic.
Let's talk about WoW Classic though. Yeah. So you got
my inner child's coming out right now, and but, no, what I mean is
Brian, should we reset
I
stream?
remember launching this when I was 11.
Reset the stream?
Should I?
Not a bad idea.
So that the VOD is
It's not
separate?
Like it's not like we have 1,000 people watching. So.
Alright. So I'm going to reset stream for those of you guys hanging out. Just so that the VOD is separate. So it's been fun hanging out, and we'll be right back. I'm just going to take a couple of minutes, and we'll be back just in time.